Unga bunga, this is a Saturday Morning TVLog from Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. Welcome to another Saturday Morning TVLog, and this time around it's Captain Caveman and the Teen Angels, brought to us by Hanna-Barbera. Greetings, my fellow YouTubers. I'm Doyle, the Big D to you. This is Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So this week's Saturday Morning TVLog is, can you believe it, my 200th Saturday Morning TVLog. Now, as you recall, a while back last month, well, I would say a while back or a while ago, I wanted y'all to vote for my 200th Saturday Morning TVLog, and whichever one got the most votes or percentage won. And this show did. Captain Caveman and the Teen Angels from 1977. It was another one of the main Hanna-Barbera shows to be produced by Joe Ruby and Ken Spears, who the following year would premiere their own first series from their own studio, which was Fang Face, on the same network that aired this, ABC. It originally aired as part of Scooby's All-Star Laugh Olympics when it first debuted. Anyway, the show starts out with voiceover narration by Gary Owens, who recently voiced Space Ghost, as well as the Blue Falcon in Dynamite, the Dog Wonder, which came out the previous year. He was also the narrator for The Perils of Penelope Pitstop. Well, anyway, set free by the teenagers from his prehistoric block of glacier ice comes the world's first superhero, Captain Caveman. Now the constant companion to the teen angels, Brenda, Dee Dee, and Taffy, in their hilarious and sometimes scary mystery missions. Get ready for Captain Caveman and the Teen Angels. Yeah, I'm kind of close to doing that. Well, that's sort of a factual semi-imitation of imitation or impression of Gary Owens. May he rest in peace. Anyway, this show's general plot and concept was seen as a parody of Charlie's Angels, which also was on the network, the same network at the time. It premiered the previous year, and also borrowed heavily from the Scooby-Doo franchise, which Scooby-Doo had also recently came to ABC the previous year. Captain Caveman, or KV for short, excuse me, his powers include super strength and a variety of useful objects inside his hair, plus a club that allows him to fly and from which pop out different tools he uses to fight crime. Although sometimes his fly power will give out at times. Oh boy, that's all we need, and what have you. Yeah, because it would add me to energy storage, like, oh, bad time for energy crisis. Yeah. Yeah. And of course, he mumbles the nonsense phrase of Unga Bunga, which I did at my logo. He also has a bad habit of occasionally eating large non food objects in one gulp: bicycles, TV sets, safes, and table lamps, plus a lot of other things. And the teen just occasionally have to stop him from eating potential clues that will help them solve the mystery. But despite this, Katie is ultimately loyal to the Teen Angels, and he is very capable of capturing culprits. Anyway, yep. It's really crazy and what have you. Now, actually, his energy shortage bit, which was a reference to the gasoline rationing shortages of the late 70s, as a matter of fact. Let me see now. Now, anyway, each week, KV and the Teen Angels go up against a various array of villains and what have you. They travel in their van, which also has kind of like a little art. Well, it's kind of like an RV almost because it has a little mini cave on top. Anyway, the Teen Angels consist of Dee Dee Skies, who, of course, if And if you never, well, who I didn't even know what their last names were until I found out about this character in the recent 2020 film Scoob, which Dee Dee was actually a character of and was sidekick to the Blue Falcon. Well, actually, not sidekick, but assistant. Now, she's the brains of the group and acts as their unofficial leader. Now, let me see. Now, Dee Dee wears her hair in an afro and usually wears a red turtleneck sweater with a blue skirt and red knee-high boots. Both her dress style and her knack for solving mysteries make her similar to Velma from Scooby-Doo. And she also bears a resemblance to Valerie from Josie and the Pussycats. Although there is an error in the opening credits, she is misidentified as Brenda in the credits. But anyway, next up is Brenda Chance, a nervous brunette who is always scared of the demons, monsters, and phantoms that she encounters, and always tries to back out of a scary mystery similar to that of Shaggy from Scooby Doo, but always ends up getting captured or the short end of the stick. Yeah. She wears a purple striped tank top and a pair of hot pink flared trousers with a white belt. And she also acts as Dee Dee's sergeant of the group, as misidentified as Dee Dee in the opening credits. The only one that is identified right is Taffy Dare, the blonde member of the group. Yeah, who kind of resembles like Farrah Fawcett in a way, which of course a little bit of reference to the blonde hair like Farrah Fawcett had was resembled in for one of the characters in the CB Bears, which was also from Hanna-Barbera and debuted the same year. I'll be talking about that in a future episode, but I'll talk about that. Like I said, I'll talk about that show later. She's renowned for her cry of Zowie whenever she comes up with a plan or another Daffy Taffy plan, as Brenda and Cavey would call it, to catch the culprits. She has a distinct, flirtatious, childlike persona and a New York influenced Southern accent. In spite of her usual zany plans and ditziness, Taffy is actually very capable and clever, and she has the ability to seduce Cavey into acting as bait for her plans to capture the culprit. So she tries to do stuff like what we've seen for other characters, like maybe I don't know, like kind of like what Debbie does for Speed Buggy. Well, sort of. She wears a green dress with matching shoes. She also acts as Dee Dee's second in command of the group, and it is revealed that Captain Caveman has a crush on her and vice versa. So now you know. Anyway, this was just so much fun. Now, now after this, there was now a total of 3 seasons were produced and aired with 20 episodes, and there were 40 segments that were produced. Well, for this. Now, originally for its first season, it started in Scooby's All-Star Life Olympics for its first 16 episodes. The following year, 8 more episodes were produced for Scooby's All-Stars the next year. But then well, this is hard to explain, but then after a half a year, in March of 1980, KV and the Teen Angels were back and in their own solo series, where it had another total of 16 more episodes, which combined reruns and new episodes. Now, of course, when the Life Olympics started, KV and the Teen Angels also participated as part of the Scooby Doobies. But I'll talk about Life Olympics later on. Anyway, it got moved from numerous times when it was shown. After it had finished, it later got shown in syndication as well as the USA Cartoon Express and then later Cartoon Network and Boomerang. Which, of course, you can, if you have the Boomerang app, you can find the show on there, as a matter of fact. You'd be happy to know that, folks. So anyway, I'm just trying to take a look here at everything. So okay. Now, after Captain Caveman the Teen Angels was dropped in summer of 1980, but in the fall of 1980, KV actually returned to the scene as part of the Flintstone comedy show in his own solo series, which served as a precursor to his run with the Teen Angels, where he was crime-fighting protector of Bedrock, and was often compared to Superman because he was Chester the copy boy. If you want to know more about that, you can check out my Saturday Morning TV log of the Flintstone comedy show as I give it to you at the end of the video. A few years later, he would also have a son named KB Jr. as RF Captain Caveman and Son on the Flintstone Kids. Of course, KB and Dee Dee, of course, appeared in Scoop in 2020, and then the following year, KB actually appears in Space Jam: A New Legacy. Now, there were numerous other appearances and what have you of the characters, ranging from all sorts of things, especially on like the more recent Max series, Jellystone. Um, they also had appearing comics and what have you, from ranging from their run at Marvel, even to a little team up in a DC Comics series. Anyway, the show had been released on video cassette in the UK back in 1987, first with the Flintstones comedy show, then with on one, and then the Flintstone Kids on one, and one in 1997 where it was called Captain Caveman the Teen Angels Bumper Edition. A title. But I know the Flintstones comedy show for 1980 was also released on video in the US. In 2013, the show, the complete series, was released by the Warner Archive. Now, I do believe you can get this show for a pretty reasonable price and what have you. So anyway, so yeah, I believe you can get it from. So anyway, let's go ahead and let me give you a look at the characters, and just in case you've never seen them. Here's a little artwork of Katie, and there's the Teen Angels, and there's their van. As you can see, Katie's cave, a little cave that's on top. Now, just for fun, here's a look at the Teen Angels in order. You'll know who they are from left to right: Dee Dee, Taffy, and Brenda. Now you know what the Teen Angels look like, just in case. So anyway, now you know about Captain Caveman the Teen Angels. Great show, and I would recommend this to you. I mean, just in case if you're into Scooby Doo and what have you, and all those other mystery shows Hanna-Barbera put out through the 70s, and you'll feel right at home with this show. Now, as I've said, you can find the full series on DVD from the Warner Archive as long as you can find it for a reasonable price, or if you got the Boomerang app, you can find the show there. All episodes are available, last time I checked. So anyway, that's going to do it for this Saturday Morning TV log. What did you think of Captain Caveman and the Teen Angels? Let me know in the comments section below. If you liked the video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. And stay tuned, I will be doing a mini reviews vid later on tonight. And it'll be on 2 brand new animated films. So if you like this, check out the Saturday Morning TV logs for 2 shows that had KV after this. In the upper left-hand corner is Saturday Morning TV log on the Flintstone comedy show from 1980. The upper right-hand corner is Saturday Morning TV log on the Flintstone Kids from 1986. Or if you would like maybe just a little something else that might be different and what have you, check out a, a show that featured shows that Joe Ruby and Ken Spears produced. Well, a couple of them anyway. And that was the Croft Super Show, which came out the previous year and aired on the same network, ABC, in 1976. And the bottom right hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., as well as the Saturday Morning TV log, then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching, and next week's Saturday Morning TV log is The Care Bears, the original series from the 80s. So until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.